Good day, everyone. We're delighted that you're with us today. I'm going to hit a little something here. And we are delighted to have you with us. Joining me tonight or today is Macy Bodenhammer. And Macy is with the Lee Group, which is our advertising agency. Macy's been very involved in our project now for 4 years and helps us with our website, helps us with hosting this tonight, helps us with collaterals that we do with advertising, just an integral part of our team, our marketing team here. You're going to see a picture at the end of some of our staff that are on our marketing team. So we're delighted to have you with us for this. And we'll carry on fairly quickly as we work through the various slides that we have, but we thank you for joining us today.
And Mike, I'm glad to be here today as your co-host. This is Macy, and I know that you are a true expert in the senior living industry. You've got more than 25 years of experience, and you've worked with, gosh, I think over 50 different retirement communities in many different parts of the country. So I think there's no better person than you to lead our discussion tonight.
Well, thank you. I grew up in North Carolina. My first retirement community I worked at was in North Carolina, and I'm delighted to be a part of the Hallmark. I've worked in about 15 states, mostly from Texas back to the East Coast, but delighted that you're with us today. We're going to share lots with you about who we are as Brazos Presbyterian Homes, and I'll jump right in and explain this. And as we do the ABCs of CCRCs. Brazos Towers was our first community as part of our organization. We are nearly 60 years old. We're celebrating 50 years at the Hallmark this year. Brazos Towers opened nearly 60 years ago. It was originally called Bayou Manor at Bayou Manor, and then we changed the name to Brazos Towers at Bayou Manor. And the Hallmark is our second community in Longhorn Village, our third. I'll share a little bit with you. Brazos Towers is about 6 miles from us here at the Hallmark. And our first work there close to 10 years ago to help with this expansion. So we had a team there that did a major expansion at Brazos Towers. Second community, obviously the community we're going to talk a lot about tonight is the Hallmark. And we have 3 buildings as part of this. The Heritage Building you see there, the Legacy Tower, which is a residential tower behind this building, and our new Uptown Oaks, which is coming, breaking ground later this year. And Longhorn Village is the third community of Brazos Presbyterian Homes. That is in Austin, and beautiful community there. We acquired that several years ago, first built and started by the Texas Exes there. And Brazos Presbyterian Homes is proud to have that as part of our family. We term this the ABCs of CCRCs, and I thought I would start with what is a CCRC. You may have heard this term. It's Continuing Care Retirement Community, also known as Life Plan Community. Several years ago, it was encouraged by the group Leading Age, which is a national group that supports our nonprofit communities across the country, to consider the name Life Plan Community. So you'll see that name interchanged, but a great definition is an engaging, vibrant, wellness-centered community featuring the best practices in what we call the 4 H's, which is housing, place that folks enjoy living in a community, hospitality, the services that are provided in a community, holistic wellness, and then quality health care within a community. So that's 4 things you can remember. Those 4 H's: housing, hospitality, holistic wellness, and healthcare make up what is a CCRC. Factors in making a decision to move to a community often fall in 3 categories. I put this up as a triangle. Oftentimes people want to make this decision and make the right timing for this decision. They certainly want to understand the costs of it, and then they want it to be in the right location. So with that, is it the right time in my life or our life to make a move? Is the location right for me or us and our family? And do overall costs fit my or our budget? One thing interesting, Macy, as I've studied over the years, generally about 80% of the people in any retirement community come from within about 20 minutes drive of the community. The other 20%, so 80% come within a 20-minute drive. The other 20% generally are coming, oftentimes there's a tie to that town. And that tie could be a family member in town or they once lived there. But oftentimes we see that as a reason that people make a move to the community. So a couple of questions. Have you ever had a family member need long-term care? And I have had one in our immediate family need long-term care. And Macy, you know my story and you know our family story.
Yes, I do.
My father-in-law needed long-term care and was already in a retirement community. So they made a good plan and was able to utilize the care there in the community. The next slide is, do you have a plan for future health care should you ever need it? And residents of our community have that plan. And so if you're considering it, I know on the call today, we have several depositors that are moving to our expansion. So they've got a good plan in place. And if you're considering it, what is your future plan? So we're going to talk about that in just a bit. So I've assembled 10 things that really are going to assist you in doing your homework for this. So number one, as doing your homework, we encourage you to visit multiple communities. And oftentimes it started with people viewing communities online. They're getting information mailed to them, diving deep oftentimes online. Macy, you and I both know so many people are looking at us and have lots of information gathered prior to coming to see us. And that's the benefit of the websites that communities provide and all the work that we do. So certainly plan to visit multiple communities. We certainly, this is a important decision you may make or will make. We encourage you to set aside 2+ hours for your visit. Oftentimes I hear people say they thank us for the amount of time that we spend with them, and certainly we're there to do that. We want to take as much time as somebody needs to talk through this and answer questions. But on that 2-hour visit, meet with a retirement counselor, perhaps the marketing director, meet members of management, even ask to meet with residents. We're going to talk a little bit more about that as we journey through some of these questions. Number 3, meet directors in the areas that may interest you. So it could be if wellness is important or you want to learn about the dining program, certainly the healthcare aspect of things, maintenance, housekeeping, those type things may be of interest to you. And we would be glad, and I know at the Hallmark, we'd be glad to introduce you to members of our staff that take part in this, and so you can get to know them better. Nothing better than meeting our executive director or the executive at the community. They can share with you the vision and long-range plan for the community and how management's meeting trends for the future. And we're going to talk a lot about our future. We're in the midst of lots of plans for that, but do ask to meet the folks that are in charge of operating the community. Next up is get to know multiple residents if you can during your visit. So with your visit, if you come see us, we certainly can arrange for you to meet and visit with families or with members who are residents here. Number 6 leads right into it. Perhaps enjoy a meal together. Go to activities, learn about the wellness programming, sit in lifelong learning type classes and visit residents in their apartments. I happen to be in an apartment today. Tomorrow, we're hosting a private meeting that a resident is hosting in her apartment, bringing in some of her friends that are a part of a nonprofit group, and they want to meet and have their business meeting. And afterwards, they've asked our team from marketing to share about the community and take a tour. While visiting today, I had the best visit with this resident. They have been with us several years now, and their residence is so comfortable. It feels like a ranch style home that you would live right here in Houston. Bedrooms down the hall, big den area, dining area, nice sized kitchen. And I just stopped and asked, how do you like it? You know, they've settled in here for a couple of years now, and they said they love it. And I said, I bet you have a real peace of mind that you've got a plan in place. They said, absolutely. So when you come and visit with us or any community, it's imperative for you to meet with the residents, hear from them. We from marketing are going to give you the facts and the details and the figures, but we really want you to engage with our residents so you can understand the lifestyle here at the community. Great communities have a good financial story to tell. We certainly have that. We've had that for years with Brazos Presbyterian Homes. When you make a reservation with us, we're going to give you a disclosure statement that details lots of the information about our finances and the stability that we are as an organization. So we encourage you to ask questions related to what is the history of the financials? What are the assets and revenues? How much reserves do you have? Days cash on hand is a question we can answer for you. Sometimes folks want to speak with our CFO, who's willing to chat with you about the details of this. We don't always know every answer related to this, but he certainly does, and we would certainly offer to engage you with that. The history of rate increases, we can tell you that, and then help you with comparison of fees with other communities. We know really how we stack up with other communities. We can share that with you. Moving on to number 8 of 10, we want you to learn about the continuum of care of a community. This is very important, and we feel like we have a great story to tell with this, as we offer assisted living at the Hallmark, memory care, and skilled nursing care. And there are a number of communities that are retirement communities. However, they don't offer that level, that third level, which is skilled nursing care. And oftentimes we find that a resident, if they need care, they may progress to skilled nursing. So we're proud to have that on our campus, and certainly you can ask details about that. Happy to give you a tour of that, but certainly ask these questions. Further in there is, do we offer in-home health services? We do. Some places do and some places do not. Is there a clinic on site? Rehabilitation support, physician on site, navigation for health needs, all of that. You may ask, do you offer Medicare as part of your services? And we do. It's folks can utilize Medicare dollars that they may have. And oftentimes if we have a resident that is in the hospital for an extended stay and they need to come back and recuperate, they're going to use Medicare dollars to do that, and they can do that in our community. So ask a lot of questions about that. Next, consider joining a wait list at a community. Costs for that, we call ours the Future Residency Program, and costs for that at communities range from $1,000 to generally maybe as much as $2,500. We charge $1,000 here at the Hallmark. It's fully refundable. It applies towards your move. But with wait lists, you generally select an apartment style that you like, or a resident style, and then you select a time frame for a move. So you can, at that point, the way we operate ours is we would contact you when the date you selected has come, and we are going to tell you about the availability there. The other great thing about the way we operate ours is you get in line for having the top pick. So if somebody is eager to get one of our popular 2-bedroom styles and one's come available, we can call you and say, hey, you're at the top of the list. Would this be a good time to come in and take a look? So these are great ways to get to know a community. Again, should you get on our list, it's fully refundable. So it's really a no-lose opportunity on that. And number 10, should you decide to move to a CCRC life plan community, you select your residence, arrange the time frame for your move, and oftentimes that is 2, 3, 4 months out from that. There are instances when you're going to make application with us. You select your colors and finishes. In some instances, we may be doing renovations. You'll help us to select those finishes there. Understand the terms, and we'll give you all of that, the detail during that time for you to review before you sign all the agreements with us. Our residency agreement is written where I believe you can understand it well. Not a lot of legalese language in there. There is that in there, but it's easy to to comprehend and have a good understanding of things. Make your move and enjoy life in the community. So, Macy, those are the 10 steps that I recommend that folks do when they're looking at a CCRC.
Great
Any thoughts or
recommendation.
questions? Is there anything I left out, Macy?
No, I think that's a good overview in breaking it down into these steps that can help you understand the highlights when you start the process all the way up until making a decision.
Yeah, if you fast forwarded at the beginning and you're just understanding who is Macy on the line here, Macy's our advertising executive and helps me with this. I've been a part of our team for 4 years now.
Thanks, Mike. I'm happy to co-host with you tonight.
3 questions we often hear. What's the current availability? How long do I have to decide? And when I'm ready, what's next to commit to a residence? So first and foremost, current availability. We do have availability of 1 and 2 bedroom apartments presently now at the Hallmark. And coming out of COVID, we didn't reserve as many because we weren't seeing as many people. So that gives you, should you have an interest now, a great opportunity to see some of our availability. I'm going to show you some pictures tonight, but no better than to come in and see us. So how long do you have to decide? If you're interested in a move, let's say you came in and you said, I'm probably 5 or 6 months out. We would show you what's available. There may be the ability for us to extend that amount of time to you to get ready for your move. You can ask about that. We certainly will. Sometimes people come in and they're eager to move in as soon as possible. They may have their house on the market and someone's decided to buy their home. So now they're looking for their place here. So we're certainly happy to help with that. When I'm ready, what's my next step to commit? We start with $1,000 down. We then ask for a 10% deposit. And the bulk of what you pay for our entrance fee is due the day before you move in. So oftentimes people are selling a home and taking the proceeds from that home and then paying their entrance fee with us. So our counselors can help you with more details of that. Macy, I thought I would just share and move along fairly fast with information about our community and some specific details about things, but it is a great place to call home. Many people for many years have enjoyed that. We are in a fantastic part of Houston called Uptown Houston, and it is a dynamic urban lifestyle. There's so much to do. The walkability score is fabulous. You can be within blocks. We are near a grocery store. We're near restaurants. Dry cleaners are right around the corner. Whole Foods is right across the street. If you like Panera Bread, it's right across the street. So, and then Kenny and Ziggy's, a fabulous deli, is right across the street. So we have churches within walking distance. It's just an amazing setting. I don't know, 50 years ago when we purchased this, no one knew what was going to happen with Uptown. No one had the vision of all of this. But wow, we are in a great location. Macy, I would say one of the most unique urban locations in the country.
I would agree with you on that.
I've traveled many communities, and the Hallmark is very special. We've adopted a theme called Don't Miss Out, and we're breaking ground this year for this fabulous new expansion. And I'm going to share with you details of that, but I kind of want to dive into our existing community now and show some images of that, some residents and guest shopping, perhaps just in your apartment residence, enjoying the kitchen space. This is our model apartment. You can come see this. Happens to be one of our residents that we asked to be a part of our photo shoot, and these residents as well, part of our photo shoot. So certainly come see us, and we'll share with you just the comfortable setting that we have for life in our community. Have all the conveniences of home and the privacy that you want, and just outside your doors, opportunity to meet and be around great residents. Just down an elevator ride would be dining. We have a few apartments on the ground floor, so it could be just right around the corner. But for most, it's come down from their residence, and fabulous dining in our dining room that people enjoy. I'm going to, turn my head a little bit there and show you that that is our heritage building. And that I'm going to share with you some details of that. So we have availability now. And this theme now may be the best time ever to move is interesting because we have never seen a real estate market quite like we've had. The values have escalated to highs that we've never seen before. So some folks that have moved recently have been very pleased with what they were able to sell their home for and apply those dollars towards our interest fees. So it's a great time to consider a move with us. This is a model apartment. You saw this kitchen earlier, but you can come and see this, and we will and take a good look within this residence. We have given it a feel for how you may want to decorate an apartment here in our community, and this happens to be a bedroom that we set up as a den. The master bedroom is just down the hall, but this is a fabulous space. I want to show you several styles. This is the Amarillo style, a 1,200 square foot residence. And you can see this apartment without the furniture. This furniture is virtual. So in some instances, you would come in and see this as an empty. We can show you a picture should you furnish it. We have floor plans to share with you. So that's the Amarillo. This is the Galveston style. There it is without furniture. And the next slide is it with virtual furnishings. So you get a feel from kind of the before there and the after with furnishings. So fabulous kitchens, comfortable spaces that you see there. And that's the floor plan for that. Let us know if you'd like a brochure. We have all of these floor plans within these brochures that we can share with you. This last apartment I'm going to share with you is called the Aurora. It's a little over 1,500 square feet. I was in this apartment today. It is fantastic, incredible views there, and some really nice kitchen appliances that are part of this, even a warming drawer we have in this particular residence. So beautiful apartment and lots to see. So come see that. As far as our expansion, I want to share some numbers with you. You see these on our screen. These numbers represent time and really total residences. So we're opening our expansion, which is called Uptown Oaks, in 2025. So residents can move now to our apartments, and in some instances, should they want to move now and then move over, we can share with you how we can make that arrangement for you. So 113 new style apartments are going to be in this new building. 73 are reserved to date. Actually, Macy, that number is 81, 73, and we have 8 more reservations that are initial deposits. We have extended the charter member benefits offering. We're offering 5 additional from what we originally offered. So I know we have depositors that are moving to the expansion that are on our Zoom right now, and they are going to participate with these charter member benefits, which are fabulous financial benefits. We're offering, we were able to see that management offered 5 more. So when it's all said and done, we'll have 85 offerings, and we're getting really, really close to our target goal of 70% reservations. We think we're going to hit that mark next month. And with expansion groundbreaking happening later on this year. So we're getting very excited with this. Macy, I thought I might go in a little bit of detail about our expansion, and then we'll finish out. If people have questions, we have a chat, right, Macy?
Yes, right there at the bottom of the screen, there's a chat box.
Right.
And
so if you want to ask a question, feel free to hit the chat. We're recording this for future play. That's why we don't have you on the video screen. But if you'd like to chat with us, we can. And Macy, you're going to go over questions that we get at the end of this for the chat.
Yes.
So absolutely. This is an image of our property. And just, Macy, can you see my pointer? Do you see my arrow?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. I see it, but you don't see it. But right in the middle is our expansion tower, 33 stories. The brick area is covered parking. So there's parking parking decks through that. And then the floors for residences start on the 9th floor. There's an 8th floor amenity deck. So let me dive into the details of this. So we're going to talk about this building there. When you come see us, we'll be able to show you a tabletop model. This is a fabulous way to walk around and see what our community is all about. Existing buildings are in the white, and then the new buildings, they're colorful and lit. We can take we have a little tablet that we can light up various parts of the building and show you the details that you'd like to learn more about. This is a gathering spot. It's our lounge area. By morning, it'll be a great place to grab a cup of coffee. At lunch, maybe get a sandwich and see some friends. And at dinner, we'll open that up, and the bar area will be open, and it'll be a pre-function space for folks to enjoy dinner, both in a dining room that's adjacent to this or our elegant dining room that'll be on the 2nd floor. So a few more pictures of downstairs. We'll have a grab and go market. All this is part of the new expansion of Uptown Oaks. So grab a salad or a drink, swipe your card, and this will just be applied to your account with us. Perhaps take in a show in our event center. This can be a large space. We have a community center space now, but this will be about triple the size of what we offer now. So we're very excited to have that. I mentioned dining. This is the 2nd floor dining room that will be that will have a glassed area that will look out over the uptown part of Houston. So that's St. Philip Presbyterian Church, the brick building that you see across the street. And then you can look to the right and you'll be able to see Post Oak Boulevard and all the color that has day and night. And then on the 2nd floor, on just down I'd say down the hall a bit and outdoors, is an outdoor putting green. And that's an amenity that we offer presently on the ground floor under a beautiful oak tree we call Big Al. And the Big Al courtyard is just over that putter's shoulder. That will remain in place, and we'll relocate the putting green to this spot right here. On the 8th floor, I can guarantee this will be a very, very active space because this is our amenity deck for all residents of the Hallmark. It will be in the Uptown Oaks building. So a number of our spaces are centrally located for dining and that sort of thing. Our wellness and spa area is going to be on this new amenity deck that we're going to have. So it's a cafe there, lockers, showers, exercise area, group exercise room. And you want your hair done or your nails done, gentlemen want a haircut, all there available in our spa on the 8th floor. Beautiful views here, outdoor swimming pool. This will be a heated pool. Big covered area if you want to get away from the sun, but enjoy the outdoors or enjoy the sun, you can do that on the pool deck. Just outside of the pool, or just inside from the pool, is our Cabana Grill, and we'll be serving a variety of foods there. Folks can enjoy that just outside of the pool area. And then moving on, Macy, to our apartment tower beginning on the 9th floor, 113 residences. We actually have made some combinations. We think we'll build 110 apartments because 13 or so folks have chosen to combine residences. So they're taking 2 and make them as 1. And so it was our way to offer the size accommodations that people desired. And these are some of the images. 1,450 square feet. This is the Bailey, a 1-bedroom den type of arrangement that's there. This is a 2-bedroom. We've named our apartments from A to M, and they go in order, alphabetical order. So as you get further down the alphabet, you get a little bit larger. That's the Evergreen. And the last one I'm sharing with you tonight is the Magnolia, 3,495 square feet. We happen to have one of these available. We had someone to reserve this and then give it up. And this one is now back available. Macy, I don't anticipate we'll have this long. This is a really, really nice apartment. So if this is you're on with us today or watching this virtually, get in touch with us to see about the availability of this. I mentioned the combinations. We can send you these floor plans, send you all of these floor plans with you. Fabulous views. Just give you a feel for some of the views looking downtown, looking northeast. All that dark area is Memorial Park. And then looking towards the Williams Tower and down Post Oak Boulevard. So colorful lights. I don't think we shot this at Christmas time. Christmas time, you'd see a lot of Christmas trees. As you know, Post Oak Boulevard comes alive with that. I mentioned the charter member benefits. This is for our Uptown Oaks expansion, and there's a real value to these, particularly in the fact that we're going to start construction, and our prices probably will go up. So certainly get with us, and we can share with you the real cost savings that are part of being a charter member. This is Maria Lee, part of our staff. Maria coordinates our design services. This is her design center, and it's right down the hall from our offices. We certainly can take you to meet Maria and see what the various choices are for people to finish out their residence. So lots of ways to personalize what is unique to you. As far as what we have available, this list gives you the 13 styles of apartments. You can see many of them are reserved. We have the dot board, and this is active as of today, August the 18th. And these are the reservations that we have thus far. So again, meet with us. We'd be glad to share more details with you. We'll share pricing and information related to that when you give us a call. And I wanted to kind of wrap things up today with 7 reasons we find that people move to the Hallmark. And number 1 is access to our healthcare. And and we have all levels of that healthcare. So that is a big reason. We hope that residents never need that care, but certainly that's a big reason that they move. We have a focus on wellness, and when people move here, they certainly enjoy all of the amenities that we offer for wellness, whether it be a classroom or that would be part of a holistic wellness approach, but certainly people, fitness is important in their lives, and we have some great spaces for that. Living in a community like ours makes day-to-day activities easier. I had a gentleman one day tell me, he said, Mike, our house is starting to take away more than it gives back. And I thought that was a great way to explain that, the day-to-day activities are getting a little harder. So people that move here get to give up the burdens of home ownership and get to enjoy the hospitality support that we offer here. So number 4, socialization, friendship, camaraderie, great place to get to know other people and become friends with new individuals. Our location is excellent. Many, many amenities as part of this. You see what we're going to be doing with our expansion, so people love that. Residences, we offer I hadn't mentioned this, Macy, you know this well because you help us with showcasing all of our residences. We have the largest residences of any retirement community in Houston. So no other community has the size of accommodations that we offer.
I will vouch that is true.
It is very true. And we know our friendly folks that do this as well. And we're very proud that we offer what we do. Last, and perhaps one of the more important ones, is a peace of mind. And oftentimes I hear people say, I don't want to be a burden to my family. And by moving here, I know I've got a good plan in place. The resident today told me that they knew they made a good decision, and their daughter was very pleased with their decision to be here. So we hear that a lot, and it does give you good peace of mind to live at the Hallmark. Following today's presentation, we encourage you to come see Lane Gowdy or Donna Giorgio. These are 2 of our the folks that will help you with learning more about who we are at the Hallmark. So Donna and Lane are eager to get to know you and send you information. So the telephone number 713-624-5576. That will send you to Valerie Schneider, and Valerie can put you in touch with either Lane or Donna and get you the information that you need.